risk to the public, and anything that's a risk to the public, there needs to be some kind of referee. That referee is the regulator, and so I think that my strong recommendation is to have some regulation for AI.
Some regulation for AI?
Yes.
Which is what you want also for Twitter?
I'm not sure. Regulation, I guess. There's plenty of regulators. Sure.
Okay. So speaking about Twitter, you have made a big bet on Twitter. You said it a few minutes ago that you paid too much.
Yes.
Yes. And you are now going on to Twitter 2.0 or 3.0, which I understand it's a full-scale reinvention of the company.
Yeah, we're evolving the company very rapidly.
Yeah. The company is changing quite dramatically. There are a lot of controversy about Twitter. So I have, in fact, three very quick questions. The first one is, why have you decided to acquire it? The second is, what was wrong at Twitter to make you acting? And the last one is, not the last of the three, because there are many other questions, is why do you believe that you will be successful? And you will be.
Huh, well, thanks.
I can't imagine that you will not be.
Well, thanks. Well, obviously I was on Twitter as a major user, and even before the acquisition closed, my Twitter account was the most interacted with account in the world. So I guess I'm pretty closely attuned to what's going on with Twitter. You know, I get a feel for how is it shifting one way or the other. And generally I was concerned that Twitter was having a negative effect on civilization, that it was having a corrosive effect on civil society. And so that, you know, anything that undermines civilization, I think, is not good. And, you know, go back to my point of, like, we need to do everything possible to support civilization and move it in a positive direction. And I felt that that Twitter kept moving more and more in a negative direction. And my hope and aspiration was to change that and have it be a positive force for civilization.
It is not perceived like this.
Yeah.
People are very happy to listen to that approach, but the perception is very different.
Well, I think it depends on, I mean, I think if somebody is a regular Twitter user, I think most people would say that their experience has improved. We've gotten rid of 90% of the bots and the scams and the various bad things that were happening. We've gotten rid of, now at this point, I think 95% of the child exploitation material that was on Twitter, which was a shock to see, the amount of that. That was really terrible. Some of that had been going on for 10 years and no action. So I think we've done a lot of good in that respect. And then I think we've also done things like we have open sourced the algorithm. So we're trying to be as transparent as possible. So Twitter is the only social media company where you can see the actual code of the algorithm. So it's not like some secret black box. Yeah. I mean, the way to build trust is not take my word for it. It's let's show you exactly how it works and full transparency. And we're also going to be showing, like, if your account is in any way affected by the Twitter system, you can see it clearly. Just, you know, moving in, I think, a good direction. I think the recommendation algorithm, anyway, I don't want to go on too long for Twitter, but I think it's actually quite good, and that those who are on the Twitter system, I think, generally think it's good. We are seeing all-time highs in usage. So at least, you know, for the